This guy is a real fighter. I mean, he's a professional fighter. If you've looked at any tapes of him, you know that. If you know anything about boxing, you take the time to do a little research, you know that. And there are fighters with far less credentials and far less deserving that have been given opportunities on the highest stage. And Darren, you deserve this opportunity, and we're proud that you got this opportunity. Eddie Hearn?
Thanks, Lou. We haven't really seen a lot of those disrespectful articles, so whoever wrote them, we'll have a little chat after. But all I can tell you about Darren Barker is he's 23-0. He's the undefeated British, Commonwealth and European champion. Top 10 in every organisation. And number 3 in the WBC. So I don't know what more you've got to do to deserve a shot, really, in boxing. But we're fine to be underestimated. We're fine to be the underdog. The odds will tell you we're a huge underdog, but no one in our camp, and especially Darren Barker, feels like an underdog. We feel that we're probably the toughest test that Sergio will face over his last few fights. When you look back at his opponents, Darren, in our opinion, is on a different league to Zenderik. You know, Paul Williams, who really is a welterweight, who came up to light middleweight and beat Sergio. I know Kelly Pavlik was you know, a washed-up fighter at the time, struggling to make the weight. So we feel this is going to be the biggest test for Sergio that he's had. And you know, we're fine, like I said, to be the underdog. We'll just do our thing. Darren deserves a massive amount of respect for even being here and getting to this point. Anyone who knows him, you know, will echo those sentiments. And you know, we're looking forward to a good fight. We believe that we've got a real chance. And to be honest with you, being the underdog makes it an even bigger shock. Even back home, we've got massive support, and we'll have big support there on Saturday night. But people feel that Darren is a big underdog, but we're fine with that. We're fine with that tag, and you know, I think that anyone who underestimates Darren is in for a big shot themselves. And for Sergio, it's very difficult, because when you come into a fight where you're expected to win easily, you have to put in a devastating performance, and you have to look very good. And if you don't, you will be booed and you will be criticised. And I don't think he's going to be able to do that. So there's extra pressure on Sergio to do that, extra pressure on him to perform on HBO, and for Darren, as the underdog, just go out and express yourself. Do everything you ever worked to do in your life. Everything that he's ever done is to work for this moment. And anyone who knows Darren and knows how much bottle he's got and how much heart and determination knows what kind of fight he'll put up on Saturday night. And I promise anyone who thinks that it's going to be one-sided is in for a big shock. So you should tune in and watch it, and also, you know, delighted to be live on Sky and working with Lou again, and we're looking forward to the Brian Vera fight as well. I'll echo what Lou said earlier about great fights from top to bottom of the bill. It's what we need in boxing, competitive fights. Get there early, watch all the fights, and in Brian and Andy you're going to see a great fight, and I promise you, in Darren and Sergio you're going to see a great fight, and a tough battle for both men. Do not underestimate Darren Barker, it would be a big mistake. Tony Sims, who's been training Darren for his entire career, these two have worked tirelessly to get to this position, and like I said, when you get to this position, you don't just let it go. So I know Tony just wants to say a few words.
Yeah, as Eddie said, Wes has been saying that Darren's a big underdog, we know that, but we feel confident in this fight. You know, everything's gone well in training, and in the past things haven't gone well in training. I don't know whether you know, but he's had injury problems. He's over all that now. All the road work's gone well, the sparring's gone well, everything's gone perfect. And I'm expecting Darren to win. I'm more confident in this fight than I've ever been in his whole career with him winning the fight. We feel like he's a massive middleweight and we're a light middleweight. And he's got great boxing ability, great brain, and he punches harder than people think. As I say, it's going to be a great night for us, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
On our side, there's a great trainer training Sergio. His brother and he have trained Sergio throughout his career. Gabriel Sarmiento will not be in the corner, but Pablo Sarmiento is really, honestly, it's the same thing. And Sergio has full confidence in Pablo. And Pablo, if you can say a few words, Samson will translate.
Bueno, quiero decirle que hemos preparado esta pelea muy motivado.
I want to say to everyone that we train with a lot of motivation for the fight.
Se han escuchado cosas que no me han gustado, de que esta pelea la tomamos como un rival que nadie lo conoce, pero son todas mentiras.
We're very upset that everybody say that we didn't took care this fight with responsible way, and it's all lies. We trained properly.
Han sido 2 meses muy duros para Sergio, para entrenamiento. Está preparado mejor que otras peleas anteriores y venimos a ganarle a un rival que por algo está donde está y vamos a seguir ganando para seguir aspirando a otras cosas más importantes que tenemos.
We train for 2 months, 8 weeks, very hard training. We train as well as anyone before, even better, like before, because every time we go forward, we never take anybody easy, and we're looking forward for October 1st, and looking forward for the future of Sergio Martinez as well.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
We might as well keep the microphone, Samson. My partner, Samson Lukowicz, one of the most recognizable faces in boxing today.
Thank you very much. I remember the last on the last press conference when we supposed to fight Sinsu. I say that I believe that I'm a humble man, but not today. I want to say thank you before that to HBO, to my partner, Rudy Vela, our sponsors, Corona. I had a problem with the press lately. I had that problem with Sinsilov, and I say that I'm a humble man. Everybody jump on HBO and say that Sinsilov, it was not worthless, it's a challenger for Martinez. I say that I wish all the press start to learn to be a matchmaker, because only you're a press and you don't know nothing, even close, the sacrifice and the credibility that you damage of the fighters. You try to do that with Sinsilov, and everybody was wrong. HBO, it was right. And I was right, because I choose, as well as a matchmaker, a good fight. And I choose now that the fight that we will have on Saturday, it be equal or better. I cannot guarantee that Barker will win the fight, but it be a fight. And remember that this is sport, is a show too. That the people come to the show to enjoy it, to see a good fight, regardless the winner, many times. So I want more respect from the press for Mr. Barker. Concerning to Eddie Hearn, I'm very disappointed. He doesn't give him credit to a great champion. When he fought the first time, Paul Williams, nobody wanted to fight with him. And he's a 6'2" fighter. He didn't lose the fight, if not ask Paul Williams. And the proof is in the second fight, who is the best. We won the first, and we knocked out him on the second fight. Concerning the Czech Republic, he was, and he still, I believe, if you want to, if you leave the alcohol on the side, one of the best fighters that he be the champion, that the champion be the champion. So who the hell you are to tell me that he's a washed-up fighter? I'm very upset with you. You know what I mean? You have no respect, the same way like the president have no respect for your fighter, for your own fighter. So you got paid your dues. But anyway, I can guarantee you that I respect Mr. Barker. I respect him so much because he had the balls to come and fight, and I know he doesn't come for the money. It never was an issue, the money. He won the opportunity.
And I congratulate you, and I want to have a big applause for it. Finally, Pablo Sarmiento is the same school of Gabriel. But Gabriel is in our heart, and very soon he will come back and be with us. Pablo, thank you for being with us. Thank you for everyone, and definitely thank you for my great partner, Rudy Bella, and for the opportunity to show again the best fighter, pound for pound, that this is Sergio Maravilla Martinez. And God willing, everybody will enjoy a Noche of Maravillas. Thank you, God bless you all, and God bless America.
Our friend Gary Davis is here. I'm going to let him say a few words. You know, one thing I think people have to also recognize, Sergio Martinez right now is the best fighter pound for pound that's fighting live on HBO. And you know, pay-per-view is a nice thing, but to be honest with you, all too often, the pay-per-view fights people are laying out $60 for are travesties, mismatches, and really sort of often not what they should be. And to be able to get a chance to see a fighter of this quality, to see a show of this quality live on HBO without having to shell out $60, I think that's a treat for fans. That's why I think fans should really be looking forward to Saturday night. We have nothing to be nervous about. And pretty much every time he's come through and been right. But there is a little worry in this one because Darren Barker has nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And Sergio Martinez has everything to lose. And the expectations of Darren, who's an excellent fighter, are so low here that his motivation has got to be through the roof to prove who he is, to prove what kind of guts he has and heart he has. And anyone who's followed his career at all or looked at a tape of this man, he's all heart and he throws down. He's there to fight. And he's going to fight. I mean, if he doesn't win this fight, he's going to fight and give 125% of what he has, because that's who he is. So, Eddie, to introduce your fighter.
I'd like to introduce 23-0, British, Commonwealth, European, undefeated champion, and here, because he's the best man for the job and earned to be here, Darren Barker.
Thanks everyone. Just say thanks to Lou, Sergio, Eddie, Tony, everyone who's helped make this fight, HBO, Tony again and my team for getting me in fantastic shape. You know, I know it's a cliche, everyone says it, but I am in the best shape of my life, without a doubt. I mean, that's putting that extra bit because we're fighting a great champion, and I'm in fantastic shape. A lot of people have been, every time I've done an interview, asking, you know, you look relaxed, you know, you don't seem nervous, you seem excited. And I think the reason for that is, you know, there's not many things in life I'm good at really, you know, but boxing is one of them. It's something I've dedicated my life to since the age of 12 years old. You know, but when I'm inside them ropes, I'm doing something I'm good at. I'm relaxed and I'm in my own environment where I know nothing, you know, I can't come unstuck. And I think that's one of the reasons, you know, I'm so confident for this fight. This is what I do. I'm just looking forward to getting in there against Sergio and matching my skill. I love the thinking side of boxing. As much as you know, it's been spoken about my heart and my desire to win, I love the thinking side of boxing, and I'm looking forward to getting in there on Saturday and sussing Sergio out. And I'm extremely confident. I say that loudly and boldly. You know, first time I seen Sergio, as much as I respect him, I just believe I've got what it takes to go there with a massive upset. Every time my name's mentioned at the minute by the press, you know, it's Darren Barker. Darren Barker, you know, it's with a question mark. But, you know, my aim on Saturday, and you know, I'll prove to you, and I will do this, I'll turn that question mark into an explanation. But, you know, when you mention my name, Darren Barker, it'll be like, wow, that guy can fight. And I'm looking forward to proving that, you know. This is my destiny, it's what I'm here to do, and I'm looking forward to proving all the press wrong. You know, I'm excited about being the underdog and causing an upset. You know, I said before in the first press conference, if sport was always a formality and the favourite always won, the sport, especially boxing, wouldn't have the appeal it has, you know. And I'm here to justify them movies like Rocky, that the underdog can win. And I'm really looking forward to sitting down on Saturday and doing that. Yeah, once again, I want to thank all the British support coming out here and supporting me. It means a lot to me. And they're like, I suppose in football, soccer, they'll be the 12th man pushing me on. And I just want to say thanks and tune in. It's going to be a great night and I'm going to prove what champion I am. Thanks very much.
The one thing I want to say about Sergio and the kind of guy he is he spent 2 hours after the workout was over signing autographs for every single person that waited on the line in that store. And at one point we tried to cut the line and I asked him to leave. He'd been there for between the workout and hanging out signing things for 3 hours plus. And Sergio said, no, these people came to see me. If they want my autograph, I'm going to sign for every single person in this room. And he signed for every single person who waited on that line until they left. Beautiful. And I think that's also unusual. What's also unusual is a fighter who has such a dedication to public service. And he's doing it in a country that's now sort of an adopted home. But his campaigns against domestic violence and bullying are very, very, very real. He cut a spot for the president's campaign against bullying. He's mentored a young girl from New England who will be attending the fight and walking in the ring with him and become really an inspiration to her. He stands against bullying in every instance. A young man was, killed himself a week or so ago, being cyberbullied, 11-year-old kid who was cyberbullied because he was gay. Sergio heard about that. That's another thing he mentioned that just can't go on. The press release came out, and that came out from Sergio. So, like the fact that the fighter of this quality has chosen to be such a positive force in the community, I'm very, very proud to work with him. Not only because of the great champion he is, and I think he is the best fighter in the world pound for pound, but also because of the kind of man he is, and he is a stand-up man, a man of great charity and civic conscience. So it's my pleasure to introduce, I think, the best fighter in the world, Sergio Martinez.
Hello everyone, good morning. And okay, I want to thank you, HBO, and Rivera, my promoter, Sansa, my advisor, and all my team, my trainer, and Jerry Sarmiento, and all my team. And I want to thank you, Darren Barker, on your team. And this Saturday is Noche De Maravilla, así que voy a hablar en español.
Because it's a night of Maravilla, marvelous, you will speak more Spanish. Because it's Spanish title.
Quiero dar las gracias a todos los que están presentes.
Thank you very much to everyone.
Por haberse acercado, es muy gentil de su parte.
To come over and be part of this event.
Y bueno, quiero contarles que esta preparación fue tan buena como siempre y tan dura como siempre.
My preparation was exactly the same like everyone, hard one and strong one.
Y este sábado van a ver otra gran pelea y otro gran espectáculo.
And this Saturday you will see another good fight and good show.
Estoy mejor preparado que nunca.
I continue to prepare myself and I'm motivated like always, even more now.
Hay poco para decir y mucho para hacer arriba del ring.
It's not too much to say, but it's a lot to do it in the ring.
Así que los espero el sábado 1 de octubre.
So I want everyone to see you on October 1st.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you very much to everyone.
Y nos vemos el sábado.
And I'll see you Saturday.